This is Game 7 of the 2025 NBA Finals, and we are indeed in overtime.
Yeah, it's no surprise for a series that has gone the full 7 to now end up in overtime to decide it. MP has been carrying his team. You have to think the team will once again look to MP, especially if it comes down to taking the final shot with time winding down.
You know, staying a lot of focus defensively is going to be applied to trying to slow down MP, and that's no easy task. What are you going to be looking for down this final
The game is on the line, Pacers fans. We got this, all right? We got this on defense. All right, let's make sure we stay locked in. Nothing silly.
You got it. Right? No silly mistakes. Let's go. Game 7. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yo, MP.
What's up, Coach?
You brought us this far. Now take us home.
Come on, Coach. I was born ready.
And we are underway again here. Greg, less than 3 minutes to go.
This is the moment you can only dream of. MP has a chance to get his team over the proverbial mountain in a Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Here's Murray. Takes the three. Cleared away by Turner.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Coach, MP cannot be stopped.
Kevin, if there ever was a time to put more fuel on a fire, this is that moment.
Now, here's Jokic. Murray against MP. Murray, count it!
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team. And with MP growing up in Chicago and following the Jordan dynasty so closely, now just moments away from starting his own era with a win here.
And we saw early on that MP can defer too much, but in these playoffs, he's stepped up and has become the guy for this team in the clutch. It's been really impressive to see the kind of grit and determination how MP and really the team as a whole has stepped up. They want this championship.
It's good! Cuts the lead, Coach, down to 4 points.
Yeah, Kevin, if anyone planned on sitting down for the rest of the game, they can throw that idea out the window.
Porter pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jokic with it. Plenty of space. That does not go. Pacers leading by 4. Halliburton fires. Knocks down the 3.
And I'll give this to Halliburton. He's been in attack mode all night.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Here's Porter. Launches it. Cleared away by Mathurin. MP. And MP putting on a show to remember here in overtime.
Talk about rising to the occasion. MP has taken over.
Denver calls timeout. 44 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. And it will end with heartbreak for some, GA. But for any neutral fan watching this Game 7, it'll go down as one of the best of all time.
Overtime, the big shots, Kevin. It's hard to think of another game that had as many moments as this one. This is a game that will be discussed for years.
Thanks, everybody.
They trail by 9 points. Cleared away by Turner. And, Coach, the energy in this building. You get the feeling now that both teams, their body language now indicating the final seconds now are just an exercise.
Yeah, you better believe it. MP and his teammates, the emotion building, just waiting for that final buzzer to start the celebration.
The basket is good. And coming down to the final seconds, Greg, you can feel it in the building. A rambunctious atmosphere as they prepare for this great title.
And how about the grin on his face? That sparkle in the eyes. All the work and sacrifice about to be rewarded.
And as the final seconds dwindle down, these players showing emotion. And they've done it! They are the NBA champions. We did it!
MP. Hey, what's up with you, man? You doing another one of those visualization exercises?
I was.
La raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sander Saya. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. Sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sander Saya. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. Estoy demasiado veloz, no pueden verme. Cada vez que quiero quemar, le tiro a Werner. Me gustan más los billetes azules que los verdes. Ustedes hasta cuando ganan pierden. A todas estas serpientes les mudé las pieles. Los zorros combinando las cartieles. Fanáticos con mi nombre en los carteles. Me muevo como los que tú quieres. Guagua blinda pa' brindar. De mi pauta esta se quieren guindar. Si por mi instinto me dejo llevar, pues les doy bulería a los David Bisbal. Escúchame bien, yo no tengo rival. Tú podrás rimar, pero no suena igual. Es mantenerse, no es solo llegar. Tanto dinero que piensan que es ilegal. A la hora cero en la raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sander Saya. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. No tengo que decir de dónde soy. Todo esto lo saben ya. No sé si hay guerra o es solo un rumor. Vamos pa' la calle a ver si es verdad. Tengo fe, sé que pronto mi Dios vendrá. Mientras tanto la tierra la haré temblar. Y firme con él yo por dentro.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. It's getting noisy here in Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it. We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Lays it up off the glass.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
They get it back. White. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers. Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Miller, no luck.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Here's Tatum. Green with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Down low. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Misses from close range. Pass to Miller. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Now, here's Ball.
You love how Holiday can get in a guy's shirt defensively without foul.
Tatum with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Good D by Miller. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Hornets getting their third free throw shot of the game. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
Now here is Holiday, following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Charlotte making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
There's 1:59 left in the first quarter of the game. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 6 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Now here is Holiday. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
All free throws good from Drew Holiday. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, that one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 12-4 run. And the basket is good.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Now here's Curry. Over Porzingis. Outside Green. And taken away by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Finish off the break.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Now here's Porzingis following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Celtics leading by 12. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Off the left rim and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Ball. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Ball's got 8 points. Drew Holiday has been on display for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Hornets trail by 10, and it's Ball penetrating. Here's Nurkic. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
First team foul. At the line with 1 shot, Al Horford.
And Al Horford no good on that one. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together. That's a 2 from Smith. Gets to the corner and buries it. Smith's got it back down to within single digits for the Hornets. Inside. Here's Pritchard. Hasn't made one yet. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. To the middle. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Tatum. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Nurkic. Outside, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Hauser. And again, unable to change momentum here. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Charlotte.
Ball with a wide-open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Pass to Hauser. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Sam Hauser.
The first free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Hornets trail 5-5. To the inside. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got his first bucket in this one.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. An almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Nurkic. Sinks that one from the post. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court, but when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Ball no good. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Cornette. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Cornette's got his second bucket.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Good.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
The kick out to Brown. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 34 seconds left in the first half. To the paint. Back to Ball. On the wing, Green. And it's White with the rebound. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Cornette. Can't hit from 12. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Ball. Pass to Williams. Ball with it. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Ball's got 14.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
White. And Miller with the block. And they'll keep possession. Yep, it counts.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result, but I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Hornets trail by 9. Pass to Okogie. Pulls up on the wing. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Holiday. Williams with the defensive effort.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Here's Okogie. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Bridges shot. Good.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Basket good. Hornets trail by 5. Here's Ball. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Here's White. The second effort. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Pass to Williams. Charlotte moving the ball around. Ball no good. Boston leading by 5. Outside Holiday. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Back to Brown. Brown jams it in.
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
Back to Williams. Pass to Miller. Here's Okogie. Ball feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. And taken away by Brown. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
That one misses. Hornets trail by 8. Here's Smith. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Outside Holiday. Got a piece of it. Here's Curry. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Smith up top. Fires from the line. And that one is off. Boston leading by 6. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Brown. Takes it off the glass. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
This one for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Boston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Count it.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
And stolen by Horford. Here's Pritchard. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets trail by 10. For 3, Smith. The shot comes out. And Boston has possession. Here's Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Pritchard's got his first points in this one.
And even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Tatum. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And how about Tatum there, using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore: keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. See how it works out. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Pass to Hauser. Lock at 6. Here's Cornette. And there's the shot clock violation. Didn't get the shot off in time. Charlotte making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Ball. And Boston with the rebound.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
White with it. Bridges covering. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Mark Williams. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Here's Miller. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
A baseline J. Ball, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The offensive rebound. Hornets trailed by 7. Slam home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on White.
So much drive in this game. Ball wants to beat you and make you feel it.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Outside, White. To Porzingis. And stolen by Miller. Ball with it. Picked up by Brown. And it's Ball penetrating. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Here's Tatum. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Charlotte trailing. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. And he sinks the layup. And the Celtics lead by 4.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively. There's a fearlessness that Bridges brings to this team. He just welcomes the chance to take important shots. just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Williams, that's good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Williams can't hit. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead early. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Here's the Hornets with the ball. 4-point game. Outside, Green. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Jason Tatum.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now here's Porzingis. Rebound by Williams. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Ball. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And Ball ready for these moments, showing he wants the rock in his hands. Love it.
Here's Holiday. No good that time. Excellent D there from Ball. Here's Miller. Money!
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game,